Let's move on to encryption techniques. There are two main broad categories of encryption techniques. One is classical substitution cipher and another one is transposition cipher. In classical substitution cipher, letters of plain text are replaced by some other letters or numbers or symbols. If the plain text is some bits, it's in bit for binary form means, then the substitution involves replacing that bits by some other bit with different patterns. Let's see some of the examples for this one. The first and foremost substitution cipher technique is Caesar cipher. This is the earliest known substitution cipher developed by Julius Caesar, and it was used in military affairs. Here the plain text is going to be the alphabeticals, and these alphabets are replaced by, each alphabet will be replaced by the third letter on it in the series of alphabet. So, if the text is meet me after Tugapati, we are replacing each letter by the third position of the, by the letter which is next to, which is in the third position of the given plain text. So, M, N, O, P. So, the third one is P. Similarly, E, F, G, H. So, like this, it's been substituted. In general, the algorithm for Caesar cipher is taken like this. The cipher text is generated as the encryption of plain text using the key. The key value here is in general given as K, but actually for Caesar cipher it's taking the third position, so K value is 3. First, the numbers the given value is going to be alphabeticals, and it is given in small case letter, and the uppercase letters, which is the output character, is given here. Here what they are doing here is the third position of this plain text is taken as the output. So, to calculate this, we are taking the value of A as 0 and Z as 25, and all the numbers are given here for each of these letters. So, if I calculate this cipher text for H is equal to 7 plus 3, 10. So, 10th position, what do we have? K. So, K mod 26, like it is modulo addition. So, we are getting this value within the range of 0 to 25. So, likewise, we are doing it for each of these letters. So, totally 26 possible ciphers are there. So, even with the help of a brute force search itself, we can easily break this cipher text. So, we are moving to the next step, that is affine cipher. So, this is just going to add some complexity in the Caesar cipher by adding one affine transformation value A. So, this A is going to be a number which is relatively prime to 26. And the formula for encryption is given as A, P plus B mod 26. This is the additive value we are giving here, and this plain text is multiplied by this affine value, and it will be added with B and then find modulo value for this, right, mod 26 for this. So, the given input is given here, given input is A to Z, and when you calculate this, first we should know what is A value and B value. A value is 17 and B value is 3. So, it will generate the output in this format. That means A value is first it's taken as a plain text is M. So, the respective value is M15 means, then we will multiply that by 17 plus 3 and mod 26 it is generating Z value. And now let us analyze how many keys are used in this one. As it is again 26 possible characters are there. So, 26 are there, but we are multiplying this by affine value A. So, this affine value is nothing but it is a relative prime, the value which is relatively prime to 26. Totally 12 numbers are there which is relatively prime to 26. So, we can have total values of keys as 12 into 26, that is 312. Again with the help of brute force attack we can